Welcome to the Alaskan Gypsy life. This is our 80-foot steel triple-masted schooner hauling a pile of lumber to a remote village in Alaska's southeast. Stick around to see how that works. An actual real working sailboat in the 21st century. Oh, we're just getting ready to pull up to call it the City Crane Dock in the Wrangell Reliance Harbor. It's the old harbor, and there's a couple of cranes you can buy by the minute from the city. And we got a big pile of lumber that's headed for port protection there. This will be certainly a big load on the Gypsy. I think she can handle it, but it's going to be quite a stack. We're gonna see. Might have to break it into 2 loads. Not sure, but we might have to. So let's see what we can get on here. Audrey wants me to talk about how I missed the dock on my first attempt. Not really, but there's a little bit of current pushing in and I came in a little bit too far, so backing up a bit so I can try number 2 at getting to the dock here. Oh, we got quite a big load up there, and a few considerations. One, obviously, is balancing the load out, so roughly half on each side, and also trying to keep the load down relatively low. Don't want to stack it super tall because we got about a 50-mile run out to port protection. So I'm going to try and focus most of the weight back in here. It's also a lot of weight, so there's some consideration of just how much weight is this deck really good to handle. So I'm going to try and spread it out, not stack it too high, and keep it back as much as is reasonable. So that'll be the plan. I'm going to look at what I got up there and try and think about what I want on the bottom on each side, and what on the middle, what on the top, I guess. Got a few lines from Dave on the Deer Harbor scow. Thanks, Dave. He's in Hawaii right now, but he said I could go over and grab some picking straps. Look at these beauties. That is one heck of a nice strap. And then got another one because there's nowhere in Wrangell to buy lifting straps, turns out. A little bit crazy, but that's the state of things. That's going to be our tagline. Glad it's not low tide anymore.
Well, there it is. 3-master, the Wrangell City Crane, and this giant order of lumber for the port protection boardwalk. Pretty cool that we get to bring this out for them, and it'll be neat to see what they do with it, what parts of the boardwalk they'll be replacing. And I'm just kind of curious on the process. So obviously this is a big expedition here, getting all of this out there, and we're grateful to get to be a contributing part of it on the Alaskan Gypsy. Stay tuned for more excitement.
Okay. That's good. Okay, well, I think the first step is to get these things out of the way, because we'll put on one side, we'll put this down along the biggest clear expanse I have, and the other side we'll put that one down. Might separate these bundles a little bit, but that bundle on one side, probably these 2 on the other side, and then these other 4 guys we'll just see. And then we got some other stuff over there too, so it's definitely going to be a full house. And if I had to guess right now, I think I'm probably likely to leave a couple of these green stacks here for another trip. but we'll take a look and see how it goes. Oh, these are funny. The rings won't go through the rings, I bet. That won't work. Okay, we're gonna go for $20 for 40 minutes. So we're gonna have 40 minutes after I push go to get this side of the boat loaded to satisfaction. Okay, here we go.
Oh my gosh. Brian had just stopped by to offer to help. I can get a little bit more video. But this is quite the load. Pretty amazed at the operator skills over there to get through all this rigging. Do you want me to do anything? Scott just put a tagline on the other end. Cargo sailboat. Got the crab puller.
I'm just hung up a little bit here on this edge. There we go. I just try to get clear of my crab block.
How much farther forward do you need?
Really close. I think that'll work there.
It looks good. Ugh.
Oh, I'm hung up on my block there.
Well, you got your anchor winches here.
Okay. I gotta come up a little bit. Might need to try and spin this thing out of the way. I don't know if it's... Should have taken this thing off, I guess. Okay, I'll be able to come back at least a foot.
Yeah.
Will that be enough, or?
Yeah, I think a foot will do it.
Okay.
I'm good here.
Okay, good, because I'm out of room back here.
Yep.
Is it sitting on that thing?
Yeah, sit on the wires.
Oh. I might have to take this crab block out. It's landing right on the hydraulic line. Can you pull it towards you a couple inches? Is that going to be okay to come down there or not?
I need right there. Must be pivot towards the midship.
Well, maybe I can turn this thing a little bit more.
Well, we got this most awkward stack of this load on here, thanks to our friend Brian, who just happened to stop by at just the right time. This is crazy. It's a lot of weight on the boat.
Is your mic on?
Yeah,
Cool. Is mine on?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is about pretty similar to that. It's a pallet of concrete, I think. Although, might be a little bit less weight on this side. Yep, similar amount of list going on, it looks like. But that was pretty precarious coming through, trying to get in through the rigging for that one, but grateful for the help. Having 3 hands was nice. And
6 hands.
should have taken the crab block off and laid it out of the way first. That would have been the smart thing to do on that one, but we made it. We'll get to unload them each by hand. These straps are really nice to have. I went all over town trying to buy some straps today and couldn't find any. And Brian just showed up here at the dock and said we could borrow these. So, can't beat that.
Wrangell connections.
Okay, now I gotta decide what to do next.
I have a Reiki appointment in an hour.
Don't want to put a huge amount more weight on this side.
So we are navigating this process. Trying to be able to have my appointment too. We might not get all this done in one load. There's somebody hauling the load out. Some big beams. Lots of boats moving around. The harbor is waking up. Scott decided we're going to go ahead and put this bundle on top of the other bundle. See what it looks like with the list. Brian had to head off, but that sure was convenient timing, and he's been loaning us these freaking straps, which is awesome. This is what my dad and my dad used to do the longshoreman in Valdez, Alaska. My sister is now taking this place. This is passed away. I'm definitely not as skilled in this type of thing. It's kind of funny. Trying to stay grounded. All this heavy weight flying through the air. Thank God he's under the controls. Okay, but I gotta help get this one into place. Here we go. A little bit on the rigging.
Well, these are the biggest dimensional pieces of the load, and we got them both in here. And it's pretty similar weight to what that 3,000 pounds of concrete was, so I'm guessing this is about 3,000 pounds just by the amount of list. It might have a little bit more, maybe 3,500 or 4,000 or something, but anyhow, we'll balance it out, loading up the other side, but for now, this is about as much weight as I want to put on the base layer over here. We'll pull off the dock. These guys are going to be working here for a little bit. I'll get the deck tidied up, and then we'll come back to the dock around the other way and stack on that side. So,
Well, we're back at it for round 2. I had my Reiki appointment. It went amazing. So good. And another vessel came in here and was using the crane during that time, so it all just worked out great. And Scott just got back. It's almost dark, and here we go. We've got a big stack of boards over there, and we're gonna be filling up this deck space. He is up there right now, manning the crane. And we're just gonna see how this goes. Super impressed with this tenacity to just get it done. Even though it's getting dark and, late and whatever. Gotta get it done. So here we go. Stay tuned. I don't know where this one's going, if this one's going in the back or the front, but I'm sure I'll figure that out here pretty quickly. It's definitely less of an awkward size. Is this one going back there?
no, not all the way back.
This is the middle one? Is it going wide ways?
No, long ways.
Do you want anything underneath it?
Yeah, there's blocks on top of it. Don't let it hit the vent. Coming down.
I don't have blocks under it yet.
I know, I'm not going to go all the way down. I just want to get it at safer heights for you. We'll get the blocks dialed in once it's closer.
Just realizing that last video, you probably didn't see it land. Well, this one's the complicated one. We're gonna somehow get it in here beyond the rigging, flip it long ways, and then get it into this little sandwich spot, and I'm gonna get the blocking into it. So at least we got a light and a damn good operator. This is how Scott works, by the way. When summer in Alaska hits, it'll be like 1 a.m. and we'll still be working without dinner. It's pretty amazing. I do not have the same stamina as him, that's for sure. But I stick with him. We get it done. Oh boy. Man, he's a real mover with this boom. You can't see it from where you're at, but this load is just spinning in circles up there next to all sorts of things. Hopefully it doesn't do that down here. Oh my gosh, here it comes.
Can you stop it from spinning?
I'm trying. Don't move it, please.
I can't hear you.
Don't move it.
Okay.
Okay, it's not spinning, and I'm right here holding it, so please be slow.
Okay, booming down. I can't see that little vent thing.
Yeah, you're like 3 inches from it.
So we might need to spin it the narrow way to get it in there, and then turn it before it sets down, because I can't see where I'm at.
I spinned it as far away as it could go.
Yeah, but I don't know if we can go straight in there. I guess we'll see.
Just come towards me like 2 more inches.
What?
Come towards me like 2 more inches.
I can't see you.
Come this way. You have 2 more inches.
Okay, let me see if I can squirt out anymore. No. Okay, I'm gonna come up a little bit before I come down. I can't see that little vent.
You're fine. I'm not gonna let you hit the vent.
You're gonna have to flip that cable, the standing rigging around the corner, if it will.
What are you trying to do right now?
I'm trying to, it's at the max of my reach, so it's kind of tricky here.
So, are you not gonna be able to push it back further?
Not sure yet. It's gonna be close. I think we're gonna have to move the boat forward. I basically can't reach towards the stern any more than that.
Okay.
So let's untie and figure out we need to move the boat a few feet.
You might want to come over this way. You're really pushing up against the rigging
Okay.
and the railing.
Hey, no worries.
Did you hear me?
Like that.
Probably a little bit more, but yeah, that's probably okay. Okay, you need to go that way. Okay. Okay, I don't have any blocking under.
Yeah, it looks like it's in, we're gonna get it close, and then we'll get the blocking dialed. Okay, go ahead and go down there and check your blocking now.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't fall down on you because it's almost on the ground.
Yeah,
so
I know. There's just like no room.
I know.
Go ahead and try that.
Okay, I just want to move it away from that other stack just a little bit because the friction, I might not be able to get my straps out. You want to check that blocking on the midship, make sure it's okay before I disconnect?
It's barely under it.
Okay, but it's on the outside edge.
It's on the outside edge.
What's that?
It's on the outside edge.
Okay. Go ahead and you can unhook. Go ahead and unhook those and then take the loops off and hook the other loops on. And I'll pull the straps up with me. Just hook them on right there. You just hook that one in your hand on, onto the hook again. That'll be okay. And unthread the other one and do the same. Okay, coming up.
Oh, what? I don't know what to do with this. Fucking dart. Where is this going?
In on top of those two that we just put in.
So are you trying to pivot this front end in between the
Yeah,
rigging?
yeah.
It's really got a lot of momentum.
Yeah, but it's not very heavy. Just need to get it going the right direction.
Scary. Okay. Okay, you're getting a little tight against the rigging. Stop. Hang on.
Watch your camera there.
Yeah. Ah.
So you just throw them under there and so we can get the straps off, and then I think we're gonna hand position those timbers along the side of the salon.
I'm not ready yet.
I wanna get it set down before I run out of time on this thing. Let it come toward, there you go. Oh, you're under the strap on the back. Okay, coming down.
Okay.
Okay, you gotta get your blocks under it better, I guess. Coming up.
You don't want the strap?
This one we're just gonna set on top of the pile there, and then I'll come down and we'll unload it.
This pile?
Yeah,
This is not a steady pile, just so you know.
it's okay. This is just gonna sit on there.
What is that? Jesus Christ.
Okay. Ah. Watch your step, paddle boards. Lumber for several different people and port protection. Lumber for the boardwalk. Roofing and Lexan for Liz's house. Oh, here's a big hole up here we didn't fill with stuff. But we were going to, but we didn't get to it. I'm gonna make 2 trips out of it. Oh, we're just pulling anchor. We're about an hour or so from Wrangell this morning. Just left town yesterday afternoon, starting our journey to port protection. The tides weren't right to run very much yesterday evening. We would have been bucking the current, so anchored up for the night. Not the greatest night of sleep because we've got a little bit of a rock and roll coming in here, but not too bad. And we have the biggest tide of the day. The biggest tidal exchange of the day is just going to start here soon. It's going to be flushing us in our favor to the west on our journey to port protection. So this is the biggest load of freight we've had on the Gypsy, and still could have put a fair bit more on there, but we couldn't have done it very easily, and I wasn't going to fit it all on, so I decided it made sense just to break it into another load instead of struggling substantially to squeeze it all in there. And it was enough weight. I don't mind calling that good. I figure it's probably 8,000 to 10,000 pounds between all the loads, and that's definitely substantially more than I've had sitting on deck of the boat, and I think it's very sensible to see how it goes at this level before we try and push it for more. Interestingly, the boat actually, the way the boat has been sitting has been a bit bow high. And so having all this weight forward of the midline has brought the bow down substantially, but still hasn't even brought it down to where I would like it to be. So even with all this weight, we're still not bow down. That's what we like about Wrangell Island. Good muddy bottom to anchor in here. Mud bay. Got things very minimally secured, but for this boat, in these conditions, I think it's fine. See if I can find my way back to the wheelhouse. Oh, what? There's no end to this line. It's a loop. Just gonna tie these paddle boards down. Wow, this is the time of year you can actually dry something off outside. Just at the top of about 15 feet, almost to 15 feet, we're going to drop down to 0.3 feet. So 14 feet of tide change coming up. Wrangell, Wrangell Island, Zarimbo Island and Prince of Wales Island. We're heading up along here. Sumner Strait, Snow Pass or Clarence Strait there, the eye opener. More Sumner Strait to the northwest tip of Prince of Wales Island. And I think this Chatham that's coming up there, I forget what that one's called. Chicane Bay. Oh, I guess it's Sumner does the corner and goes around there. They call it Sumner Strait, but it's like a Sumner squirrel. Sumner S-turds.
Well, it's about 10:30 in the morning and we've just rounded the corner at Point Baker and we are going to be in port protection here before too long. Just had quite a few logs in the water that we just passed by. Big tides lately. Things are looking good ahead. Beautiful, beautiful day. Super calm run. And gonna get this show on the road and get this deck cleared off so we can walk like normal again.
Welcome to the Alaskan Gypsy, a true working freight hauling sailboat. I can say it now because I think we hauled about, I'm saying 8 to 10,000 pounds. I haven't actually looked. I could probably figure it out, but basically 4 pretty good sized bundles of treated lumber. We brought them from Wrangell Island out to Prince of Wales Island, town of Wrangell to Port Protection. Most of this lumber is destined to be part of the community boardwalk, and it's pretty exciting, pretty big day for us because the Gypsy was designed by Thomas Colvin, and it was what he called kind of a bridge vessel between the old world and the new world. It's designed to be what he would call like a medium-sized freight hauling sailboat, and obviously it's built out to be more of a liveaboard, but just due to its size, 66 feet, I think it's 55 feet at the water line and 20 feet wide, it can actually haul a load. This is, let's say, 8 to 10,000 pounds, and the boat feels great. The water line hardly changed it at all. The way the boat sits empty is actually a little bit bow high, and with all of this weight forward of the center, we didn't even quite achieve what I would consider level on the boat. So my masts are still tipped back a little bit. My water line is still a little bit high in the bow, and overall we only came down a few inches maybe with all this weight on board. So this weight is nothing for this boat. It's positioned a little bit high. Obviously, if it was truly set up to be a freighter, would have a very large hold area that most of this would go down into. But as it is, it's a working liveaboard sailboat, and it can haul some freight, and it can do so efficiently. We ran out here, I was just looking at my log, so we ran for 6 hours today, and we covered about 45, 50 miles or so, and did that at 1200 RPMs on our Cummins 6 BTA engine, so probably burning around 2 gallons an hour, maybe even a little bit less, but super easy, just above idle really, just loafing along. We had the tide was pushing us out here pretty modestly, but we were gaining a knot or two consistently throughout the whole run this morning. So a successful day of hauling a substantial amount of freight, burning a minimum amount of fuel. There's a lot of boats that could do a job like this easier, technically. Forklift load off and on easily, bigger deck workspace, but I don't think there's any boats around here that could haul this much weight any more efficiently than we can. And so I'm proud of that. It's an exciting part of this boat and this lifestyle is being able to carry a considerable amount of freight and do so very efficiently. And help out a community. This is it's a community project. It's a community boardwalk. It's a community job that a lot of people will be involved in and appreciate. And we're able to do it for a competitive rate, if not a very good rate, in a time of rising fuel costs. We actually motored into a headwind almost the whole way here. Otherwise, we could have been sailing too, which I was hoping would have a reason to sail, but really it would have been involved a lot of tacking, and we would have lost our tide window and likely would have ended up being sort of reverse efficiency if we slowed down because of the tides today. So here we are, it's time to unload. We got the community's boards, we got some boards for a client project, working on a project cabin over here, and then we have some other boards for another community member, some 20-foot 6x6 beams that he could have hauled on his boat, but it was very awkward, not easy to secure, puts the boat off balance. But for us to throw 20-foot 6x6 on the Gypsy is no problem whatsoever. They're just laying along the rail on the other side there. And these bundles, for your reference, are 16-foot long. They're about, I think they're just under 44 inches wide. It's a bunch of treated I guess these are like 1x4s, 2x6s. There's some 2x12, some 4x4s. And then on the other side, there's a whole bunch of green treated. They look like they call them 2x8s or something. But some plywood, other building supplies. We brought some roofing out, some propane, anything else that people need, we can throw it on deck and haul it. Put on my shoes. Let's try and slide it along. And can you get it down onto the...
If you want to give me a little boost.
Don't hurt yourself.
Don't
Don't have it
it's pretty
recorded.
heavy. It's pretty heavy. Oh wow. You just made that look so easy.
We can take it over there.
Okay.
There's gonna be like 12 of these or something. Very floppy.
How many of those?
What's that?
How many of these?
Maybe leave them all there so I can slide on it. There's 3 more.
The best way to do that.
Yeah, just kind
I'd
of
rather put it on my head.
well then let's just get them all down, or I'll come down and do it.
I'll hold these up while you pull the other one up, maybe.
What's that?
Want me to hold these while you pull the other one up?
Sure.
Is that it for now?
Yeah, she's got her tub, but that's all of her lumber stuff.
Bad bunnies drive to the drum line now. We've been working, we've been working, we've been working, yeah, we've been working, yeah, we've been.
You want to just take that one end, maybe I can just drop it down once you get it where you want it. Alright, sure. Easier for you. Maybe you set your end down, then I'll drop it. There you go. Look at that. Maybe when we slide it over,
I can't ever tell how far I need to go.
You can pull the four-wheeler back for us a little bit. There you go. Ah, it won't be quite that far. I'll go forward. He's looking for somewhere to stage them because they're going to come back down here apparently.
Yeah. The rest of those are for the fucking skip flow here.
He's really stressed that I tell you that. Really stressed. Mention that 3 times, probably. I sure tell him this.
Yeah, then he left.
She's in the right direction.
Yeah.
That makes it easy.
Yeah, it's a pretty good load there.
Yeah, it is.
Things are heavy. Look at all that deck space. We got all of the lumber off the Gypsy today, and a whole bunch of it got hauled up the boardwalk, but there's still actually a whole bunch of it on the dock still. But the deck is open, a little bit messy, but a lot of room. And I'll show you, the tide got a bit low, so the ramp got a bit steep there, and so we just staged up a whole bunch of this stuff along the dock, and it'll get pulled up tomorrow when the tide is a bit higher. So lots of boards still to go up across the dock and then up the ramp to where they're eventually going to go for the boardwalk. I'm dragging them with that four-wheeler parked waiting for high tide. Life according to the tides here.